Hey there, curious minds. Have you ever wondered if there's more to our universe than meets the eye? What if I told you that scientists are discovering new dimensions beyond the four we're familiar with? Imagine a reality where dark matter isn't just a mystery, but a window into hidden worlds. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, buckle up because today, we're diving into the groundbreaking findings that could change everything we thought we knew about the universe. Could there be a fifth dimension, or maybe even 37? Let's explore these mind-bending discoveries together. A fifth dimension and dark matter. Imagine a world beyond what we can see, beyond the familiar three dimensions of space and one of time. Scientists have recently proposed the possibility of a fifth dimension, one that could explain the mysterious phenomenon we call dark matter. This is a bold theory, but it's gaining traction in the scientific community. Dark matter, which makes up about 85% of the universe's mass, is invisible to our instruments. Yet, its presence is undeniable because of how it affects the way galaxies move. Now, what if dark matter isn't just some invisible substance? What if it's actually the result of particles interacting in a hidden fifth dimension? This idea suggests that the familiar particles we know, such as electrons and quarks, could be moving through a higher dimensional space, one that we can't perceive with our traditional tools. Imagine a wormhole or portal, allowing particles to travel between dimensions, which explains why we can't directly see them. The existence of this dimension could revolutionize our understanding of physics, helping us finally understand the cosmos's most enigmatic components. Think about it. If dark matter is merely a doorway between dimensions, then perhaps the universe is far more complex than we've ever imagined. What if there are hidden worlds out there, just beyond our reach, and we're on the verge of discovering them? The boundaries of our universe might be far broader than we think, and we could soon be exploring a new dimension in ways we never thought possible. What do you think? Could a fifth dimension be real? Manipulating time. What if I told you that scientists have found a way to manipulate time itself? Yes, you heard that right. Time as a dimension might now be within our control. Cutting-edge advancements in photonics have led researchers to explore a unique fourth dimension, not space, but time. Through precision technology, scientists are now able to change the way light behaves in a time-altered environment. This discovery isn't just mind-blowing, it's revolutionary. For decades, we've relied on light's speed to carry information. But what if the speed of light itself could be manipulated by altering time? This new development could lead to faster data transmission and advanced computing capabilities. Imagine the impact on everything from communications technology to artificial intelligence, innovations that would have seemed impossible just a few years ago. Scientists have managed to harness light's temporal properties, controlling its path and speed over time, allowing it to exist in a form we've never seen before. In a world where time seems fixed, this breakthrough feels like stepping into the realm of science fiction. But the implications are real. If we can control the flow of time through light, it might not be long before we see entirely new technologies emerge, affecting how we communicate, compute, and even perceive reality. Are we on the verge of seeing time manipulated for real? Four-dimensional crystals. Now imagine crystals that defy our understanding of the physical world. Quasi-crystals, a fascinating class of material, have just shown us a glimpse into the fourth dimension. These materials don't follow the simple, repetitive patterns we associate with traditional crystals. Instead, they display a kind of periodicity that goes beyond the three-dimensional world we know, hinting that there might be a higher dimension hidden in plain sight. In these crystals, atoms are arranged in a complex, higher-dimensional pattern that we previously thought impossible. They don't just repeat at regular intervals like most crystals. They have an arrangement that resembles a four-dimensional lattice. This discovery has profound implications because it shows us that nature can manifest complexity in ways we haven't fully understood yet. These quasi-crystals challenge everything we knew about symmetry and structure in the material world. They suggest that the way atoms and molecules interact might not be limited to the three dimensions we experience. Scientists have been uncovering the secrets of these strange materials, and the results are shaking up the world of solid-state physics. By studying these quasi-crystals, researchers are beginning to question the very nature of reality. What if these materials aren't just quirky exceptions? What if they're the key to unlocking new technologies or even new laws of physics? These quasi-crystals might just be the first tangible proof that there's more to our world than what we can see. Could they be the first step toward discovering hidden dimensions all around us? Lisa Randall and the higher dimensional universe. Have you ever wondered why gravity is so much weaker than the other fundamental forces of nature? It's a question that has puzzled scientists for centuries, but theoretical physicist Lisa Randall may have cracked the code. Her work in the field of extra dimensions suggests that gravity's weakness could be explained by the possibility of our universe existing on a three-dimensional membrane embedded in a higher dimensional space. Imagine our universe is like a flat sheet floating in a multi-dimensional sea. If gravity is leaking into these extra dimensions, it could explain why it seems so much weaker compared to electromagnetic forces or the strong nuclear force. This idea opens up a new way of thinking about higher dimensions, that they could be hidden in plain sight, affecting our reality in subtle, unnoticed ways. Randall's groundbreaking work has forced us to rethink everything we know about space, time, and gravity. By studying the behavior of particles at extremely high energies, she's laid the groundwork for understanding how the universe might be constructed on a deeper, hidden level. Theoretical physics could be on the verge of a major breakthrough, as Randall's work could provide a new framework to understand the fundamental forces of nature. Could this be the key to finally explaining gravity's mysterious weakness? If higher dimensions are indeed real, we might just be on the brink of uncovering the next great frontier of science. What do you think? Could extra dimensions be the secret to unlocking the mysteries of the universe? The future of physics could hold answers we never thought possible. The astonishing discovery of 37 dimensions. What if our understanding of quantum mechanics was about to be turned upside down? Imagine a world where particles exist in 37 dimensions, not just the three we can see, but dozens of others we never knew existed. This mind-bending revelation could be the key to unlocking quantum computing at an unprecedented level. Recently, scientists have made a discovery that challenges everything we thought we knew about the quantum world. In a groundbreaking experiment, researchers have managed to produce photons, the fundamental particles of light, that exist in 37 dimensions. Now, what does this mean for us? Simply put, photons, which we've always thought of as existing in our familiar spacetime, are capable of existing in a far more complex, multidimensional reality. This discovery opens the door to next-generation technologies, particularly in quantum computing and communication. Imagine the possibilities if we could manipulate photons in these 37 dimensions. The processing power could be limitless, allowing computers to perform calculations that are currently beyond our wildest dreams. Quantum computing could accelerate research in artificial intelligence, cryptography, and even medicine by orders of magnitude. With 37 dimensions at play, it's not just about faster computers, it's about building a completely new paradigm of computing that could change the world. This breakthrough also pushes the boundaries of what we thought was possible in physics, forcing us to ask, what else could be out there in these other dimensions? What if there are entire new worlds of information waiting to be explored, just beyond our current reach? This discovery might be the beginning of a whole new era in science, where our understanding of reality is expanded in ways we've only dreamed about. Could this truly be the future of computing and technology? Quantum computing and parallel universes. Imagine a chip so powerful that it could prove the existence of parallel universes. Yes, you heard that right. Google's development of the Willow quantum chip has shaken the world of physics, suggesting that the bizarre, mind-bending principles of quantum mechanics might actually be linked to the possibility of multiverses. This chip, which operates at the cutting edge of quantum computing, is capable of solving complex problems that classical computers can't even begin to approach. But here's the twist. As scientists delve deeper into the chip's capabilities, they're discovering something even stranger. The quantum state of the Willow chip suggests that the computations it performs may be happening across multiple realities, or parallel universes. The quantum nature of the chip allows it to explore all possible outcomes simultaneously, in a way that classical computers never could. This might sound like science fiction, but the more researchers study the chip, the more they realize that it could be giving us a glimpse into other dimensions of reality. What does this mean for us? If quantum computing is indeed tapping into multiple realities, it could have massive implications not just for technology, but for our understanding of the universe. Parallel universes have been a theoretical concept for years, but the Willow chip could offer evidence that they might actually exist. We could be living in a multiverse, where different versions of ourselves are living out parallel lives in alternate dimensions. This idea raises even more exciting questions. Could quantum computing allow us to travel between these realities? Could we communicate with alternate versions of ourselves? The possibilities are limitless. The development of the Willow chip could mark a new chapter in the story of quantum physics. One that not only redefines how we think about computing, but could also prove that the reality we know is only one version of something much, much larger. Could parallel universes really be out there, waiting to be discovered? That's all for today, explorers. What do you think? Are we really on the verge of discovering new dimensions? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this mind-bending journey with us. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to Space Facts for more exciting discoveries about the future of science and technology. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next adventure. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered, are we alone in the universe? Well, what if I told you that scientists have just uncovered signs of potential life on a distant planet? How mind-blowing is that? Today we're diving into one of the most exciting discoveries yet, an exoplanet 124 light-years away that might just hold the key to answering one of humanity's biggest questions. Could this be the breakthrough we've been waiting for? Stay tuned, because this discovery might change everything we know about life beyond Earth. The search for life beyond Earth. Hey, explorers, imagine this. You're looking up at the night sky wondering if we're truly alone out here. Pretty mind-boggling, right? Well, recent discoveries have shaken the foundations of that thought, making the question more relevant than ever. Just recently, scientists might have found signs of life on an exoplanet, one that's 124 light-years away. The discovery was made possible by the powerful James Webb Space Telescope, and the implications? Huge. This isn't just another space mission where we find a planet with a similar atmosphere. No, this one could actually hold the key to something far more incredible, proof that life exists elsewhere in the universe. In today's video, we're diving deep into the findings, exploring what they mean for us here on Earth, and discussing how this discovery is changing everything we thought we knew about life beyond our planet. Could this be the first step toward answering one of humanity's biggest questions? Are we truly alone? Keep watching because you're about to join me on a journey that could alter the way we look at our place in the cosmos forever. Meet K2-18b, the ocean-covered exoplanet. Alright, let's talk about the star of the show, K2-18b. K2-18b is what scientists call a Hycean world. You might be wondering, what does that mean? Well, this planet is covered in oceans and the atmosphere is rich in hydrogen, an exciting combo when you're looking for life. It's located in the habitable zone of its star, meaning it's the perfect distance to possibly support liquid water, which we know is essential for life. Think about it, liquid water on another planet. Mind-blowing, right? Now here's where it gets even more intriguing. K2-18b is very different from our own Earth in many ways. Despite being about 8.6 times larger than Earth, it shares some crucial characteristics with planets we could actually live on. The real kicker? This exoplanet is a prime candidate for future missions to explore life beyond Earth. Imagine what kind of secrets it could reveal about the universe and our search for extraterrestrial life. The excitement of discovering a planet with these kinds of conditions is that it pushes the boundaries of what we thought was possible. And trust me, we've only just begun. Stay with me because the best part is yet to come. The role of the James Webb Space Telescope. Alright, let's talk about the tech that made this discovery possible. The James Webb Space Telescope. If you haven't heard of it yet, let me introduce you to the most powerful space telescope ever built. Think of it as the Hubble telescope's cooler, more advanced cousin capable of seeing farther into space and with a level of detail we've never had before. Imagine having a pair of super-powered binoculars that can pick out the tiniest details on distant planets. JWST is like that, but on a cosmic scale. Thanks to JWST, scientists were able to analyze the light coming from K2-18b's atmosphere. This wasn't just a quick look, the telescope meticulously studied the light as it passed through, revealing a wealth of information about the planet's composition. JWST detected the presence of molecules like water vapor, methane, and hold on, dimethyl sulfide, a compound linked to biological processes here on Earth. The beauty of JWST is in its precision. It can look deep into the atmospheres of distant planets, helping us detect signatures of life from millions of miles away. It's like being able to read a book from a planet light years away. So when you hear life beyond Earth, you're hearing the results of years of hard work and technological brilliance. The JWST is rewriting what we thought was possible in space exploration. The discovery of dimethyl sulfide. Hold on to your seats because this is where things get seriously interesting. One of the most exciting discoveries from JWST's analysis of K218b's atmosphere is the detection of dimethyl sulfide, or DMS. Now what does that mean? Well, on Earth, DMS is produced by tiny organisms in our oceans, like phytoplankton. It's one of those substances that's essentially a biological byproduct, something that nature produces when life is present. And guess what? It was detected on K218b. Why is this a big deal? DMS is a potential biosignature, basically a chemical fingerprint of life. It's not something you typically find in non-living processes. On Earth, it's linked to the activity of marine life. So finding it on K218b opens up the tantalizing possibility that similar life forms, maybe not exactly like what we know on Earth but life nonetheless, could be thriving on this distant planet. But before we all get too excited, let's remember while this is an incredible find, DMS could also be produced by non-biological processes. Scientists are still working to understand all the factors at play. But make no mistake, this discovery is a major step toward answering one of the biggest questions humanity has ever asked. Could K218b be harboring life? Well, this finding says maybe. What does this mean for the search for life? So, what does all of this mean for the search for life beyond Earth? Well, this discovery of DMS on K218b is a game changer. While we still can't say for sure that life exists on this exoplanet, the evidence is compelling enough to make scientists sit up and take notice. If this is indeed a biological signature, it would be the strongest evidence we've found so far that we're not alone in the universe. And that, my friends, is huge. But here's the kicker. We've been searching for life in the universe for centuries, but finding definitive proof has always been elusive. This detection doesn't just throw a lifeline to the idea of extraterrestrial life, it actually fuels the fire of possibility. Imagine, after all this time, being able to say that we've discovered potential life, not just on another moon or comet, but on an actual planet, one that could be incredibly similar to Earth in many ways. This finding doesn't just get us closer to answering that age-old question, are we alone? It opens up new avenues for exploration, forcing us to rethink our criteria for what constitutes life. Maybe it's not as rare as we thought, but let's be clear, we're not popping champagne just yet. The discovery of DMS might be a sign, but we need more evidence to make a conclusive statement. The hunt continues, and this finding gives us the momentum we need to push further into space. The next few years of research are going to be electrifying. The future is closer than ever. Implications for humanity. Now let's take a moment to consider the bigger picture. If we confirm that life exists on K218b, it would completely shake up how we see ourselves and our place in the universe. For centuries, humanity has grappled with the question of whether we're alone, and every new discovery that points to the existence of life beyond Earth brings us closer to understanding that we might not be. It's a humbling thought, isn't it? The idea that there could be other beings with their own civilizations, maybe even their own versions of us out there. But it's not just about the wow factor. If life really exists elsewhere, it opens up a whole new chapter in science. Think about how biology might be different on a planet with an ocean and a hydrogen-rich atmosphere. How would life adapt? Could organisms thrive in extreme environments that we once thought were inhospitable? What if life on other planets doesn't even resemble anything we know here on Earth? This could change the course of medicine, technology, and even our philosophy about life and existence. And it doesn't end there. The discovery of life elsewhere would challenge many of our societal, religious, and cultural views. It would ask us to redefine what we know about life, consciousness, and our place in the vast, mysterious universe. One thing's for sure, it would forever alter how we see the stars and our understanding of life itself. Future missions and research. Alright, let's look ahead. What comes next in this incredible journey of discovery? Well folks, while K218b is exciting, we're just getting started. This finding is only the tip of the iceberg, and the road ahead is paved with more questions and more missions to uncover the truth about life beyond Earth. The James Webb Space Telescope is already scheduled for more observations, and future missions are going to follow in its footsteps. One exciting prospect is the upcoming missions to explore other Hycean planets. Worlds like K218b, which have the potential to harbor liquid water and life. Scientists are looking for planets with similar conditions to K218b, hoping to catch more signs of life in the vast ocean of space. We could also see missions to collect atmospheric samples from these planets, which would give us a closer look at their chemical makeup, biological markers, and more. And let's not forget the advancements in technology. The next generation of telescopes like the Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope could bring us even closer to discovering the truth about alien life. These tools will allow us to study the atmospheres of exoplanets with greater precision, looking for biosignatures that could hint at life. The search for life is far from over, and this discovery is the beginning of an exciting era in space exploration. The future is bright, and who knows, the next big breakthrough could be just around the corner. Let's keep our eyes on the stars because the universe still holds many secrets waiting to be uncovered. And there you have it! The possibility of life beyond Earth is no longer just a dream, it's becoming a reality. What do you think? Could we really find life out there? Or is it just wishful thinking? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the universe's greatest mysteries, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more mind-blowing discoveries. Until next time, keep looking up, and stay curious about the cosmos. This is Space Facts, and the universe is waiting to be explored. Have you ever wondered what Mars was like before it became the barren world we see today? Could it have been more like Earth? NASA's ESCAPADE mission is here to answer these questions and unlock the mysteries of Mars's past. What caused the red planet to lose its atmosphere? How does solar wind play a role in this cosmic transformation? Get ready to embark on an exciting journey as we explore the cutting-edge mission that could change everything we know about Mars and its fascinating history. Are you curious yet? Let's dive into the science of ESCAPADE. NASA's Dual Mars Orbiter mission. Have you ever wondered why Mars looks so barren and desolate today? Well, NASA's new ESCAPADE mission is here to help solve that mystery. ESCAPADE stands for Escape and Plasma Acceleration and Dynamics Explorers. Quite the mouthful, right? But what it really means is that NASA is sending not one, but two spacecraft to Mars, all in a bid to understand something pretty incredible: how the solar wind interacts with the planet's atmosphere. The ultimate goal? To discover how this interaction led to Mars losing its atmosphere over billions of years. Imagine what that would have looked like. An Earth-like world turning into the cold, barren planet we see today. The mission is being led by the University of California, Berkeley, but NASA's involvement ensures that the cutting-edge science coming from ESCAPADE will make waves in the space community. This mission is more than just a couple of spacecraft flying to Mars. It's about answering questions that could change everything we know about planetary atmospheres. In the past, we've relied on telescopic observations and data from Mars rovers. But this mission brings something new and groundbreaking. Two spacecraft that will orbit Mars and provide a two-point perspective on the Martian atmosphere like never before. So, get ready. The ESCAPADE mission could unlock the answers to questions we've been asking about Mars for years. Now, isn't that fascinating? Stay tuned, because what we learn could redefine how we look at not just Mars, but other planets in our solar system. Blue and Gold. Meet the dynamic duo of Mars exploration, Blue and Gold. No, they're not superheroes, but they are NASA's latest game changers. These two identical spacecraft are the heart of the ESCAPADE mission, and their names alone are enough to spark curiosity. Why Blue and Gold? Well, these spacecraft are designed to work together like a perfectly tuned pair of binoculars, giving us a detailed side-by-side view of Mars's atmosphere. The best part, they'll be orbiting Mars from different angles, allowing for a comprehensive, multi-perspective analysis of how solar wind and Mars' magnetic field interact. But let's not stop there. These spacecraft are no ordinary machines. Rocket Lab, a company known for its innovative approach to space, is behind the construction of these spacecraft. Each one is packed with state-of-the-art technology that will collect vital data to help scientists better understand Mars's atmosphere and its strange magnetic field. The spacecraft are equipped with powerful instruments, including plasma detectors and magnetic field analyzers, to measure everything from solar wind interactions to the behavior of charged particles around Mars. What's also fascinating is that Blue and Gold are going to work in tandem. While one spacecraft focuses on measuring the solar wind, the other will study the magnetosphere surrounding Mars. The two of them will complement each other's findings, giving scientists the most accurate and comprehensive data about the Martian environment. It's like having a full 360-degree view of a planet that's mysterious and intriguing. Together, Blue and Gold will be part of an extraordinary mission to unveil the secrets of one of the most fascinating planets in our solar system. Scientific objectives. Imagine trying to piece together the puzzle of Mars's past, a planet that once had the potential to be Earth-like but somehow lost its atmosphere. That's exactly what NASA's ESCAPADE mission aims to solve. The mission's core scientific objective is to unravel the mystery of how Mars, once potentially habitable, ended up with the thin, inhospitable atmosphere we see today. The question at the heart of this mission is, how does solar wind strip away a planet's atmosphere? ESCAPADE will dive deep into understanding this process by observing the interactions between solar wind and Mars' magnetic environment. Now, why does this matter? Well, it turns out that studying solar wind interactions with Mars could give us a blueprint for understanding the atmospheres of other planets, including those in distant solar systems. Mars is a unique case study because of its hybrid magnetosphere, a mix of weak magnetic fields and localized pockets of magnetic protection, which are unlike Earth's strong global magnetic field. ESCAPADE will study how solar winds punch through these weak magnetic shields and strip away particles from Mars's atmosphere, ultimately leading to its current state. In addition to atmospheric escape, ESCAPADE's observations may also shed light on broader space science topics, like the effects of solar wind on other celestial bodies, and how these processes could impact future space exploration. The insights gained from ESCAPADE will not only help us understand Mars's atmospheric history, but also provide a clearer picture of how planetary environments evolve over time, giving us clues about the potential habitability of other worlds. The mission promises to be game-changing, as it could ultimately help answer the fundamental question: could Mars have ever supported life? Instruments on board. Let's talk about the incredible tech that's packed into each ESCAPADE spacecraft, because this mission is science-driven and technology-powered. Each spacecraft carries a suite of cutting-edge instruments that will work together to collect and analyze data, bringing us closer to unlocking the secrets of Mars. So, what exactly do these spacecraft have on board? Let's break it down. First up is the EMAG, which will measure Mars's magnetic field with unprecedented precision. Why is this so important? Well, understanding how solar wind interacts with Mars's magnetic environment is crucial for understanding the atmospheric stripping process. EMAG's readings will help scientists determine just how much the planet's magnetosphere is protecting it, and how much is being lost to the solar wind. Next, we've got the ESA, which will help measure the plasma particles in Mars' environment. This is key to understanding the solar wind's effect on the Martian atmosphere. Plasma, essentially ionized gas, interacts directly with the atmosphere, and ESA's data will reveal how these particles affect Mars's atmosphere and contribute to the escape of atmospheric gases into space. Lastly, there's the ELP, which is all about measuring electron density and temperature. Why does this matter? The behavior of electrons and their interactions with the Martian atmosphere provides crucial data about how solar winds strip away the planet's atmosphere and contribute to atmospheric loss. Together, these instruments will create a detailed map of Mars's magnetic environment, its plasma interactions, and the solar wind dynamics that lead to atmospheric escape. The data gathered will be absolutely essential in understanding the evolution of Mars and, in turn, could help pave the way for future missions to explore Mars up close, maybe even with human explorers someday. It's a scientific toolkit that's revolutionary in its design and crucial to the mission's success. Mission timeline. Now that we know what ESCAPADE is all about, let's dive into the exciting journey ahead. The ESCAPADE mission is slated for launch in 2025, but not just any launch. It will be aboard Blue Origin's New Glenn rocket, one of the most innovative rockets in the space industry today. After the launch, these two spacecraft will embark on an 11-month journey to Mars, a journey filled with all the unknowns that come with space travel. It's a mission that will push the limits of technology and science as it races toward one of the most intriguing planets in our solar system. When the spacecraft arrive at Mars in early 2026, that's when the real magic begins. Over the next 11 months, Blue and Gold will orbit Mars, performing a comprehensive scientific survey of the planet's atmosphere and magnetic fields. The timing couldn't be more perfect. ESCAPADE will arrive just as the solar cycle is ramping up, meaning the spacecraft will get to study solar wind at its most intense. With the sun's activity increasing, The spacecraft will be positioned to gather valuable data on how solar winds interact with Mars during a period of heightened solar radiation. As the spacecraft loop around Mars, they will send data back to Earth, giving scientists the opportunity to analyze this treasure trove of information in real time. It's a thrilling prospect, and the 11-month data collection phase will give us an unprecedented look at how Mars's magnetic environment plays a role in atmospheric escape. After that, Blue and Gold will continue to work together, unraveling more secrets of the Red Planet. If all goes according to plan, ESCAPADE's results will provide answers that will shape future Mars missions, human exploration, and potentially even the terraforming of Mars. Cost and innovation. You might be thinking, all this space tech, all these spacecraft, how much is this going to cost? The answer might surprise you. ESCAPADE is actually part of NASA's SIMPLEX program, which stands for Small Innovative Missions for Planetary Exploration. The whole mission is designed to deliver big science on a small budget, with an estimated cost of under $80 million. Yes, you read that right. For a mission of this caliber, that's practically a bargain. Why is this so impressive? Well, in an era where large missions can cost billions, NASA's SIMPLEX program aims to make space exploration more affordable without sacrificing quality. ESCAPADE is proof that innovation doesn't have to come with a hefty price tag. By focusing on cutting-edge but smaller-scale spacecraft, NASA can execute complex missions without breaking the bank. And ESCAPADE isn't just affordable, it's also incredibly efficient. With its dual spacecraft design, the mission is able to collect vast amounts of data from multiple perspectives, all while keeping costs under control. The mission's relatively low cost is a win for both NASA and the public, offering a high return on investment in terms of science. The data ESCAPADE sends back will not only transform our understanding of Mars but also offer insights that could benefit future missions, from Mars exploration to the study of other planets. It's a perfect example of how NASA is pioneering cost-effective space exploration, ensuring that cutting-edge science remains accessible to all. If ESCAPADE succeeds in its goals, this will set the stage for even more affordable, high-impact space missions in the future. Why it matters. You may be wondering, why should we care about ESCAPADE? It's a fair question, so let's break it down. The results from ESCAPADE will help us answer some of the most fundamental questions about not just Mars, but planetary science in general. Understanding how Mars lost its atmosphere isn't just about understanding the past of our neighboring planet, it's about understanding the broader forces at play in our solar system and beyond. ESCAPADE's insights could give us a clearer picture of how other planets, and potentially exoplanets, lose their atmospheres over time. This is crucial for future space missions, especially if we're to ever terraform or inhabit planets like Mars. If we can understand the process of atmospheric escape on Mars, we can apply that knowledge to other celestial bodies, possibly even planets outside our solar system. Who knows, ESCAPADE's discoveries might even provide clues about the potential for life on exoplanets orbiting distant stars. And let's not forget the long-term human goal, Mars. ESCAPADE will help scientists understand the Martian atmosphere in such a way that we can make better decisions about future Mars missions, especially the prospects of human colonization. The more we learn about how Mars lost its atmosphere, the better prepared we'll be when it comes time to create sustainable habitats on the Red Planet. ESCAPADE is paving the way for a future where we don't just explore Mars but may eventually live on Mars. In the grand scheme of things, ESCAPADE isn't just a mission to Mars. It's a mission that could change the way we approach space exploration, planetary science, and even humanity's place in the cosmos. And that's a wrap on today's deep dive into NASA's ESCAPADE mission. We hope you're as excited as we are about the groundbreaking discoveries that lie ahead. What do you think Mars's past looked like? Do you believe it could have supported life? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating space exploration updates right here on Space Facts. Until next time, keep reaching for the stars and exploring the wonders of the universe with us.